So this gets us to a second topic, that is biochemical mechanisms of cell injury. Now, before I even start with the biochemical mechanisms, tell me this, which is the most common cause? Which is the most common cause of cell injury? Most common cause of cell injury, it is ischemia, that is reduced blood supply to the affected organ. Most common cause is ischemia, which is reduced blood supply. अच्छा, again पहले मुझे ये बताओ, what is the difference between ischemia and hypoxia? Hypoxia is reduced oxygen delivery versus ischemia, which is reduced blood supply. Which is more severe in nature? Ischemia ज़्यादा severe है, ischemia is more severe या hypoxia? Ischemia is more severe क्योंकि hypoxia is reduced oxygen. In ischemia, along with reduced oxygen, even the nutrients are not able to reach the affected organ. So ischemia is more severe. Next point. Other causes of cell injury are, it can be associated with chemical injury. It can be chemical injury. Infections. Other causes of cell injury, they are not important. Chemical injury, infections, nutritional imbalance, that is protein energy malnutrition, not having a proper diet, nutritional imbalance, genetics, genetic factors, genetics or physical agents, These are the other causes. These are the other causes of cell injury, most common cause of which is ischemia. Next point. Now, which is in cell injury? अब cell injury हुई है. Which is the first organelle affected in cell injury? The first organelle affected in cell injury is mitochondria. First organelle affected is mitochondria. What is the role of mitochondria in the body? Mitochondria, it is the powerhouse of the cell. That is, it is associated with generation of ATP. It is the powerhouse of the cell. So I can safely say कि first biochemical feature associated with cell injury is reduced ATP. First biochemical feature is ATP starts reducing within seconds. Next point, what is the effect of reduced ATP? ठीक है, I fully agree that ATP starts reducing. Reduced ATP in turn reduces the action of sodium potassium ATPase pump. It reduces the action of sodium potassium ATPase pump. You only tell me this. You know this from physiology. Sodium कहाँ ज़्यादा है? Where is sodium more? Intracellularly, extracellularly? Sodium is more extracellularly. Potassium is more intracellularly. This sodium potassium imbalance is maintained by sodium potassium ATPase pump. This sodium potassium ATPase pump needs ATP. In cell injury, ATP reduces, so the work of this pump or the efficacy of this pump reduces. In turn leads to influx of sodium extracellularly ज़्यादा था. अगर ATP नहीं है तो it causes influx of sodium and water, and efflux of potassium, Potassium was more intracellularly. This was maintained by ATP. अगर ATP कम हो गया तो efflux of potassium. Next point. So I can safely say that the first microscopic feature of cell injury is, answer, it is associated with influx of water, that is cellular swelling. First microscopic feature being cellular swelling. These 3 points are very, very important. First organelle affected mitochondria, first biochemical feature reduced ATP, first microscopic feature cellular swelling. Nothing is to be ratified in this. Just go in a sequence and you will never forget it. अच्छा, मुझे एक चीज़ और बताओ. Tell me this also. Is it reversible or irreversible in nature? All these are the reversible changes. First feature है ना बच्चे. So these are reversible in nature. Next point. So this is where we start with biochemical mechanisms of cell injury. The first biochemical mechanism, this is where we start with biochemical mechanisms. Biochemical mechanisms of cell injury. The first biochemical mechanism of cell injury is mitochondrial damage. First organelle to be affected is mitochondria. That is, it is associated with mitochondrial damage. Mitochondrial damage in turn leads to reduced ATP. एक तो ATP reduce हुआ, which has multiple downstream effects, reduced ATP, and it is also associated with